Hello and welcome. This is going to be your reading for April 1st through April 15th, 2023. Welcome back, subscribers. Welcome if you are new. I'm doing things a little bit different this time as well. I'm hoping the sound is okay. I forgot the little connector for my microphone, so I apologize if there is background noise. But we are moving into eclipse season, and the next 6 weeks or so are going to be very, very, very powerful for healing, for letting go, and for showing us what in our lives needs a change, needs an upgrade, needs a little bit of attention. So the first moon that I'm going to talk about is the full moon in Libra, which will be on April 5th and 6th, depending on where you live. That is going to open the pre-eclipse doorway, and then we have a 2-week period that's a lead-in to the first eclipse, which will happen on April 19th at the new moon in Aries, and this is going to be a total solar eclipse. Then we are in the eclipse doorway for 2 full weeks, and this is the most powerful time. So between April 19th all the way until the full moon in Scorpio, which is going to be the penumbral lunar eclipse, and then we have a 2-week post-eclipse phase as well. Now, eclipse season is all about, like I said, highlighting what we need to shift, what we need to change. And in thinking about doing the normal readings for you guys for this time around, I felt really called to share a little bit more of how we can maximize eclipse season. And with that, I get so many questions of, what does it mean to be spiritual? What does it mean to be, a spiritual being? Do I have to have some psychic abilities? Do I have to have gifts? And I want to clear that up for you guys. To me, my definition of being spiritual is simply having awareness of the self. So you start to become aware of your patterns, your habits, the way that you respond or react to specific situations or specific people. And when you can bring that self-awareness in, to me, that is being spiritual, because that puts you in the driver's seat of being able to upgrade, change, shift the way that you behave or respond if it is, patterns that are not so helpful for you or that can be damaging for those around us. So to be spiritual does not mean that you need to have gifts, although we do all have gifts. We all have a third eye. We all have the ability to feel and to know and to see. And with the journey into self-awareness, that is where you start to discover some of your own gifts. So I would say the self-awareness comes first on your journey to understanding the spiritual pieces to you and the spiritual gifts and parts that you already have. So for eclipse season, it's a heightened time where we are going to feel things, see things, and know things based on recurring themes, recurring patterns, things that keep showing up in our life. And especially during an eclipse season, these are there to help us. Now, sometimes I hear people afraid of eclipse season, and being afraid of it is, I would offer you the possibility of shifting that a little bit, because it gives us a little boost, a little support in helping us grow. So if we need to let go of a habit, a pattern, a belief, a person, something in our life that is not serving us in a positive way, it's going to be shown to us in eclipse season. It is a powerful time of endings, of culmination, of release, and letting go. So I want to encourage you guys to take the time to bring in some of that self-awareness over the next couple weeks. And that can be as simple as asking yourself, what am I feeling? Why am I feeling this way? Where is this coming from? Have I felt this way before? And giving yourself permission to explore that without judgment. Especially with some of the behaviors or the reactions maybe that we're not proud of or that are really challenging for those around us. Those can be the harder ones to look at, but that's where you can grow the most. And we all have them. Trust me, we all have them. So I am just witnessing you guys, if you are exploring some of those habits or even behaviors that you're not proud of, or that we can be really good at pretending that we don't act that way, or that we don't respond or cause an issue. But again, when you bring in that self-awareness with compassion, with love, and with an opportunity to know yourself and understand yourself better, that is really what I feel these next, starting in April all the way through mid to end of May with eclipse season. So, shift it into a time that is exciting. Ask the universe for support to help show you the patterns that you want to shift, that you're ready to shift, the relationships that need healing, whatever it is. So that's kind of why I felt the theme for these readings, April 1st through the 15th. I am going to pull some cards and bring through some messages for you. But overall, it's, bringing in self-awareness and understanding that is what being spiritual is trusting that and exploring and being aware of our own self, how we act, how we respond. So I hope this is helpful for you guys. I am going to jump into pulling some cards for you now. Okay, again, these are your readings for April 1st through the 15th. I'm going to pull cards for all signs, okay? So the cards that come out are going to be for the collective, for all signs. I'm not going to do individual readings this time around. I felt that was unnecessary. Also, for those of you who don't know, I am a full-time master energy therapist. I specialize in distance energy healing and therapy. It does not matter where you live. I have clients all around the world at this point. The link below to my website, you'll see all the information there for you, as well as a 15% discount off your very first session with me. Also, for this video, I'm going to link below a additional 5% discount code that you can use on checkout for any service on my website. All right, let's see. Wow. Okay, so I was asking, what do we need to know for these first 2 weeks of April? Here's what we've got. 10 of Swords, 10 of Cups, Wheel of Fortune. So I've already talked to you guys about cycles shifting and changing. That is the Wheel of Fortune. And wow, to have 2 10s come out. So 10 of Swords brings endings. It's highlighting for us where we feel maybe underappreciated, undervalued, taken advantage of. This is a really good card to look at our own boundaries. Where have we been crossing our own boundaries, which then leads to others crossing our own boundaries. That's what's going to be ending for you. For some of you, this is going to highlight an ending to a bad, I don't want to say bad, a challenging pattern or habit within a marriage, within a relationship, within something to do with family, okay? But I love that the 10 of Swords came out first, moving into the 10 of Cups. So something is going to shift, end, and be brought to the surface that is going to open up much more happiness, much more love, much more connectedness within your relationships, within your family, within your living situation. To me, the 10 of Cups is like the happily ever after card. So for those of you that have something that has been in the way of happiness, of fulfillment, that's going to be highlighted for you, and that's where you want to have a look. Also, since there are swords here, this has to do with communication, our thoughts, our thinkings, our talking, etc. And so have a look, like I was mentioning, at your thoughts, at your own process with dealing with conflict, with dealing with family members, because there's something for you that truly wants to open up here. And the Wheel of Fortune is the universe saying it's time. Fate, divine timing, things are meant to start moving in your favor. This is, to me, the clock of the universe if you've been watching my channel. So it's time to have a look at this pattern that is blocking you from truly having what it is that you want. I'm also just hearing, for those of you who are single, this is going to uncover or help you see why or where you've maybe been blocking having love come in, or blocking having a relationship coming in. This can have to do with your patterns, your thoughts, your beliefs about love, about relationships, about the other person, etc. So have a look at that. Again, don't be afraid to do a little bit of self-exploration. You are supported. 10s also bring endings and culmination. So you have 2 cards of endings and culmination, and then you have the Wheel of Karma, fate, divine timing, also helping to speed you along. So like I said, the first couple weeks of April are going to be really powerful because we've got that full moon in Libra on the 5th and 6th, and then we're in the 2-week pre-eclipse period. So whatever this 10 of Swords is highlighting, I'm going to go over it again. 10 of Swords can have to do with feeling taken advantage of, feeling underappreciated, being stabbed in the back, dishonesty, betrayal. Anywhere that has happened for you, you're being given the opportunity to highlight it, to have a look at it in an honest way within yourself. That is going to open up how more love, more happiness, more joy, and fulfillment can come in for you in regards to relationships. Now, when I say relationships, that can be romantic, that can be family, that can be friends, it can be relationships with our colleagues and coworkers, and most importantly, the relationship with ourself. Okay, remember, self-exploration is the little homework assignment for these couple weeks, is start to be self-aware, to grow in your spirituality and the knowing of yourself. Whew, really powerful message. I don't know if I've ever had 2 10s come out in a row like that, especially the 10 of Swords and the 10 of Cups. So I really, really love that for you guys. For some of you, this can be highlighting dealing with an air sign, a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, also strong water out here, so Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer. Let me pull a few more cards here. Again, I apologize if there's noise, background noise. Okay. Wow, okay. First up, we've got romance, celebration, and intention. So the romance card to me can represent new love, a new opening where there can be more love and connection between you and another. This can be physical, this can be emotional, this can be spiritual. That intimacy that romance brings can be on many different levels. So that will be different for each of you, which I think that's really beautiful message for you, because as we bring in self-awareness, the more aware we are of ourselves, the more we can understand those that we are close with. So it all starts with us. And then look at this, we've got the celebration card. Actually, I love this card because of the full moon up here. Again, that full moon in Libra on the 5th, 6th is a time of culmination, letting go, releasing, especially with it being in the sign of Libra. It can help highlight where our relationships have been out of balance, where we need more balance and healing within our partnerships, our important connections and relationships. So release your worries to the moon here, let it go and surrender. And then you will get to celebrate feeling that lightness, feeling that clarity, and that healing wash over you. The last card out here, we've got intention. This is a reminder that you are the one in control of your own thoughts, your own behaviors. When you have the awareness to set the intention of how you want your life to look, how you want your relationships to look, you bring all the power back home to you, instead of being at the mercy of whatever happens, or, you know, having some of that victim energy around you. Let that go. Bring your energy back to you, set your own intentions, and this is where your power is. And I love the imagery on this card. This angel just looks so balanced and so harmonious and so centered. So in these first couple weeks of April, have that be your goal, is to be in that centered, grounded space within yourself. So really beautiful messages for you guys. Again, thank you for letting me be creative and a little different in how I bring through the messages for you. I think it's good to break up the routine. So I think some of you will like this and some of you will miss the individual readings. Those should be back on track probably with the second half of April readings. I am wishing you just a beautiful start to April, as well as moving into eclipse season. For those of you who missed the intro, I am a full-time master energy therapist. I specialize in distance energy healing and therapy, so it doesn't matter where you live. I have clients all around the world at this point, and especially with eclipse season, having any sort of energy work or healings with me or with somebody else can be so, so powerful, because we are ready to shed and heal and let go. And so the energy sessions can really help and support you with that, in balancing, bringing your energy back to you, cleansing out any energy energy that's not yours or that you no longer need. So the link below to my website, all the information is there for you. You will also see a 15% discount off your first session with me. I'm also going to be linking a discount code below for an additional 5% off of any of my services on my website. So I hope that is helpful for you guys. Again, I'm wishing you just a beautiful start to April, and I will see you guys back here for the second half of April readings. Take care.